Debbie Skyrme. I'm Celebrant Spain, and I'm with Sarah, who's in Greece. Hi, Sarah.
Hello, Debbie. It's been far too long, but it's so lovely to see you glowing today. I can see you're glowing, and I think I'm glowing too. We've got hot weather, haven't we? All of us down, and you know, a lot of places.
Yeah, but it's easy to keep cool at a wedding if you know what to do, if you know the top tips and tricks. What time would you avoid, for example, for a wedding?
Well, talking about weddings and summer weddings and Greek island weddings and Spanish weddings, we're in high season. It's end of July, August. These are the hottest months of the summer. So it doesn't matter where you are and whatever you think you're going to be, however hot you think you're going to be hotter than that. So that's how it works. So weddings are lovely, but late afternoon. Think of sunset, think of that sort of time before sunset and time it right and avoid the heat, because your guests will really thank you for that.
Yeah, and the photographers love that. They love that golden hour, don't they? Just before the sunset, as everything gets all glowy and you get a brilliant light coming through.
It makes such a difference.
Or have a sunrise wedding. I've done a few sunrise vow renewal ceremonies, and they're spine tingling because everyone's waking up. You've got the birds. It's a promise of a new day, a new life together. It's a lovely time of day, sunrise.
I think it's perfect. I'm a very, very early riser. I love to do an early one, because again, the temperatures are wonderful. It's that time of day, not many people around. Yeah, perfect. It's a really lovely time of day.
I sound like my own mum, but keep hydrated, have lots to drink, and I mean water. Yeah, you can have your champagne and stuff. Have a glass of beers and then a glass of water. Keep hydrated, because it's very, very easy, isn't it, to lose contact with what you've had to drink, and then suddenly you've got heat stroke.
I think the good thing is, you know, when you're planning a wedding abroad, and I think you'd probably agree with me, on the whole, you're best to go alongside a wedding planner. And if you've got a wedding planner or somebody there to coordinate at least your day, if nothing else, then they will be ensured that there's cold water on hand for everybody, that you know, that there's fans and things that you've arranged, handed out to people at the ceremony. The other day I was doing a ceremony, they all had parasols from the venue. The venue actually provided beautiful, elegant parasols for all the guests that were seated, and they held them, and it looked, and the photography from above must be amazing. I haven't seen the pictures yet, but that's a really lovely way. We have that a lot. Maybe you have that in Spain too. So.
Yes, we do. We have the paper parasols. And a lot of people personalise them. And of course, you can personalise the fans as well.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to cost very much. You can personalise them yourself. So it can really look lovely and styled and coordinated. And Panama hats too for the boys, or for the girls as well. If you want to rock that look, have your Panama hats. They're cheap as chips. When you get out here, when you get out to the Mediterranean, these things, we use them all the time. Cheap as chips.
I think these are great ideas. I think anything, if you're planning anywhere in this, you know, the world we live in, having a wedding abroad, then it's lovely to add these extra things in, but you've got to think of the heat. That's the most important thing.
And you've got to seize the opportunity now, haven't you? As soon as you see that wedding window, jump through it. You and I are doing last minute weddings. They are the thing for 2021, aren't they?
It is the thing, because the thing is that it's still, we can't get away from the fact there's uncertainty. And as I said to you, you know, Debbie, I think uncertainty is the thing that we've got to live with for the moment. We've got no choice. It doesn't matter where we are in the world, there's going to be uncertainty. And my experience over the last few weeks, which the couples that have had their weddings have been the most emotionally amazing experiences, both for them, their families have come, if they did come, and the celebrant, because there are couples that have waited. And they've managed to get that slot, as you say, where they've traveled, they've come. I mean, I forget which day of the week it was, but we had 40 guests at the wedding during what we call the amber, whatever that is. So all these guests were willing to do a quarantine, all right, to go back. But they wanted to go to that wedding, so they went. And they were from all different ages, from younger people to older people. And it was lovely to see that they were able to support their couple, and they were able to come. But it was really, you wouldn't really know if that had been going to be okay until the week before.
Yeah.
Even. you know, and so that's how we are. So yes, couples are waiting for that slot.
But
Like
all
you
the
say.
providers, we're all geared up. We've
Yeah.
had it a whole year. We've had 18 months to prepare. So we've been waiting for this wedding boom.
Yeah.
So if you are able to book your holiday, then contact a celebrant like Sarah or myself, or contact a wedding planner, and we have the contacts already. We are here, we live here full time, and we can help you connect with the venue that you need, the suppliers that you need, the photographer, the florist, and so on.
Yeah.
And everybody is ready. So we can organise the last minute ceremony. I organised one in 4 hours, which
Amazing.
is
That must be a world record nearly.
that was a little beach solstice ceremony. I've organised one in 48 hours, 2 weeks. Yeah. It's doable. We can do it.
It's that, and it's also, and the other thing, as long as the last minute is fine, but it's also the flexibility of the people that are working with the family and the couple, if they can be as flexible as possible, because the world is at the moment a changed place. And so we have to be flexible, otherwise it's not possible for people to even think about going ahead. So that's my full advice for anybody who catches the video, whether you're a couple or a supplier. It's the only way to be right now, because there are couples, they are getting married, and they're getting married in different places. I'm all over the world. It's not easy, but they're doing it. So, you know, we have to be this way, and this is, you know, and we're ready to help, as you say, with our contacts in our areas to help any couple. I mean, a lot of couples are contacting me for advice right now. Yeah. They're not necessarily even looking for a celebrant, to be honest. They're looking for advice. They want to know ideas. What can they do? Where can they go? And these types of things. And I'm really happy to answer them. You know, it doesn't, you know, if we live in the place where we live, so we can, you know, point them in the right direction and maybe point them towards a supplier that's suitable for them. Yeah,
absolutely. Oh, it's really lovely to chat with you, Sarah. It has been so long, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And yet things have been, the reason we haven't been talking is because we've been busy.
Yes, well, that's a good thing. I mean, you know, it's a different time and different place, but certainly I've experienced more weddings this year than I have last year. That's for sure. And although we're all tearing our hair out with not knowing what's going on, well, let's just go forward with a positivity that more couples are going to get their weddings like they've planned, like they've got booked. And and I can't wait to be part of them, like you can't wait to be part of them either.
Absolutely. Find that wedding window of opportunity.
Yeah, that's kind of it. And with a celebrant, we're there, because without needing the paperwork, you know, they can, that's, you know, they don't need to worry. That's really how we should say, because they can do the marriage bit anytime. Yeah. But they can't have their wedding, they get their gap, their slot, like you said, the window of opportunity. They can have their wedding with a celebrant. They can book that. Well, you said 4 hours. I'll wait to hear if you get one in 4 hours next time I see you. But you know, yeah, of course. And you know what? It will be the most beautiful experience of their lives. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I do a lot of jam making. Sounds like a segue to nothing. I do a lot of jam making. So I had a lot of jam jars. So for that 4 hour one, I just rushed outside onto the beach with 30 jam jars, 30 candles. Florist turned up with all the flowers she's got. We created a heart shape, got in contact with a local dress designer. She provided an outfit, and suddenly we had a ceremony.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's lovely.
You see, and you know, that's what it is. That's what we got. And so we're working with what we got, and couples are doing what they want, and you know, that's what life is as a celebrant in these times. That's kind of
okay. People are going to want to contact you, Sarah. How can they find you?
Okay, my name is Sarah Hatjipavlis. My company is Grecian Ceremonies. You can find me anywhere on the social media, but my website is www.grecianceremonies.gr. Do contact me if you want to talk anything to do with ceremonies anywhere in Greece.
And you're on social media, Grecian Ceremonies?
Yeah, at Grecian Ceremonies. You'll find me on Instagram, Facebook, all over the show. So happy to chat, as you can see.
And if you want to chat with me, I'm Debbie Skyrme. I'm celebrantspain.es for España, and I'm at Celebrant Spain everywhere across social media. So let's have another chat soon, Sarah.
Yeah, let's do that. Looking forward to it, Debbie. You know, we've got to keep going. We've nearly been doing it for a year. So, you know, we'll have to have a party time when we get around to 12 months.
Oh, we will. Yeah.
Lovely to see you.
Okay. See you soon, Sarah.
Bye.